Hey, beautiful. Welcome to Bonnets and Pillow Talk with me, your host, Miss Fudzo. This is day 9 of 75 of the 75 Hard Challenge. I just woke up from a nap. I'm not feeling really good. I got a bit of a cold. The weather just suddenly changed, and because I've been exercising outside, I am feeling a little bit under the weather, but we are doing this check in today. So, hey, welcome. I'm sorry to start on such a bad note. Okay, so let's just jump right into our breakdown for the day. I'm doing the intermittent fasting, so I'm fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8 hours. I'm continuing with the 2 to 10 at the moment. I'm enjoying it, but again, the hunger between 12 and 1 is just beyond. It's beyond. I still just can't figure out what to do. I'm so hungry between 12 and 1. And water is not helping. I'm just hungry. Today I took my walk strategically around that time just so that I could ignore the hunger and concentrate on how beautiful the view was, but it was the ghetto. Um for water, I just finished my water like literally just now. Today was a bit of a struggle. I'm not feeling too good, so I was sleeping for most of the afternoon. When I wasn't walking or exercising or cleaning, I was basically sleeping. Um, we exercised in the afternoon, and then in the evening, I walked for about 2 hours. I know that's more than the 45 minutes, but I needed to kind of just get it out of my system. I felt like I really needed to stretch out my legs, so I walked for about 2 hours. But then I also did a 20-minute hit workout. That was my bum and my legs, and bruh. If I tell you, I literally ache everywhere. Anyways, these are good problems to have. It's my body telling me that it's expanding and growing in different ways. We're reading the Jay Shetty book, 8 Rules of Love. It's going well. And we did our Bible study in the morning today rather than the evening because I figured I wouldn't be feeling well. So I did it while I did my walk in the afternoon. And then this week, we're doing a question of the day rather than a reflection or a lesson of the day. And my question of the day today is, how often do you schedule or how often do you play? And it was based on a Instagram post where this guy was talking about how as an entrepreneur, he's had to schedule in time to play because he realized the importance of play in his life, and he realized that it encouraged and developed creativity in him and developed so many other skills in him, and play was actually such an important part of his life that he'd forgotten to do. And it got me thinking, like, how often do I play? And I think right now I'm in a really lucky place, a privileged place. I'm in a really blessed place where I do have a lot of downtime and I have time to schedule in play. So play for me looks like dancing. I love dancing. And right now, because I live basically alone, I can jam music 24/7 in this apartment and just dance all the time. I love dancing. Play also looks like taking photos for me. I love just looking at the world from the back of a camera. I enjoy it so much. Um, Painting. I've been enjoying painting. I'm actually gonna do a painting tonight before I go to bed. I have a client coming in on Thursday, and I want to make sure my apartment is ready when the client comes in so that we are advertising as we go along for a business I'm doing. So I just have a lot going on, and I think play for me is coming in through the different hobbies I'm relearning that I enjoy doing. And actually, one of the pieces of advice that this person gave was that they've told their clients that they should schedule what he called joy alarms, which are you schedule 3 to 5 alarms throughout the day where you basically, when the alarm goes off, you break out into joy, like whatever joy looks like for you, whether it's laughing or dancing or music or singing, whatever that looks like for you. And regardless of where you are, regardless of the situation, regardless of how stressed you are, you give yourself a moment to just celebrate and have a little bit of joy for 3 to 4 times of the day, randomly set an alarm and just know that that's part of your schedule, whether you're in traffic or you're at work, or you could even make it part of your meeting or your presentation or whatever. And he just said, like, that's so important to remind yourself that you can still celebrate and have joy even in the struggle, even in the sad moments, even in when the external doesn't necessarily dictate that you should celebrate. And I think going forward, this is something that I really want to adopt. I want to make sure that I am creating play in my life. I want to create play in my marriage. I want to create play in my friendships. I want to create play at my work and with my businesses. I want to make sure wherever I am, I'm creating opportunities for play, because there's so much creativity, there's so much we can get out of nuance that we can get from people when we meet them and experience them in an environment of play. Um, so my question for you today is, how often do you play? And if you don't play, do you think that you would want to schedule in some play? Maybe one of the ways that you could do it is doing the joy alarms. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you do schedule in play and how that's worked out for you. And if you don't, and it's a question that you're thinking about for the first time, kind of let me know what you're thinking about it. I think for me, when I initially listened to it, I realized the reason why I felt like I mentally have been a little bit clearer with even all the crazy things that are happening in my life. Mentally, I feel a little bit clearer because I'm creating more room for myself to play. The last few days where I've painted every night and read every night and just danced and jammed to music, I've really just had a peaceful night of sleep and woken up and just felt like I feel good. And I think it's because I'm being really intentional about play, and I hadn't really known I was doing that. And it's good to know and articulate what it is so that I can continue to do it and use it as a tool to cope with things or deal with things, or just to celebrate myself or show myself love and care when I need it. So yeah, that has been my question of the day. I've been your host, Miss Fuzzo. I would love to know what you thought of today's episode. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm hoping that tomorrow I feel better. I'm gonna take some medication. This cold, I really escaped the cold season without getting a cold, and now we're at the just at the tip of spring, and I'm getting a cold. It's okay. These are first world problems. It's okay. It's just a cold. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be in good health in other regards. Um, I'll be fine. But I hope you're well. Have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful day. Try and schedule in some play in your life, even if it's not necessarily like 3 times or 4 times a day. Maybe schedule it in for once a day or once a week, where you just spend, like, if you're doing it once a week, maybe schedule in for a little bit longer time, like spend 20 minutes doing something for yourself, or 10 minutes, or like, obviously in proportion to the way your schedule is set up. I understand that even having that time away is such a privilege for some people, that you might not have that capacity, you might not be able to do that. So I understand, like, take it with a grain of salt, take what works for you, but try and schedule in a little bit of play. You'll be surprised, like, what it can do for you as a person. Anyways, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10 of 75, of the 75 Hard Challenge. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And the reason why I always say that at the end of a video is because sometimes you don't hear it from other people outside of your home, and you just need to hear it and be reminded that you are loved and you are seen and you are appreciated, and your existence in the world makes the world a better place. So yes, I don't know you. I'm a stranger on the other side of the internet, but I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.